What's good, good people? Soul Brother number one coming back at you from the top of the chocolate Milky Way, here to reclaim the pyramids. And this afternoon, we're going to be taking a look at, unboxing, and reviewing Hasbro's Marvel Legends ROM. We're going to be taking a break from our trip back to 1984, and like ODB says, we're going to take it back to 79. ROM was originally released in 1979 by Parker Brothers. Parker Brothers, if you know, was an old school toy company that was famous for making board games. But in 79, I guess they tried to throw their hat into the action figure ring, and they released a 13-inch figure of a ROM, which was an electronic toy. You see right here, this is what he looked like, and you see what he came with. He had, like I say, he was a 13-inch electronic figure. He came with three accessories, one weapon, one what they call it, an energy analyzer, and one translator. And I got that. I got this ROM for Christmas 1979, and I think Marvel acquired the rights to do a comic book about him in 1980, and that's what this figure is based on, the comic book version. You can see the little the differences in the two figures, but this one is based on the comic book from Marvel and that came out in, I think, 1980, 81. It was early 80s when that comic book came out. And as a cool little accessory, you can see this one comes with a little replica. It's just the of the cover of that first issue, ROM number one. You can see that right there. But first, we're going to take a look at the packaging like we always do. You got the comes on the blister card. Shows you can see with the accessories he comes with, the two fists, like we already did the card, and it's kind of did up like a Marvel comic. You have that up here in the upper corner right here, like issue number one. How Marvel Comics, back in the day used to do it. You got a cross cell on the back of the line that the figures in the line. And you got a little write-up. We always want the write-ups. But that's the packaging. If you are an inbox collector, this would be at Hot 5. But I'm not, so we're going to get ROM out of his packaging and see what he's working with. Now, as we always do, we're going to take a look at first, we're going to start off with the accessories. And check them out. Comes with 2 extra hands, 1 fist, and then another gripping hand. Comes with 2 weapons. These are I can't remember which one is which, but one of them is a energy analyzer, and the other one is his, like, I think it was called a disruptor or something. Pretty much the one that you want to shoot when you want to kill people or knock out, whatever. The blaster. One is an energy analyzer, one is a blaster. Now, what he didn't come with, that the original 13-inch ROM came with, was his translator. That would have been cool if they would have included that, but hey, we got what we got. Then he comes with a blast effect. Comes with a blast effect that goes over his weapon, like so. Now, as far as the figure, it's pretty faithful to that original comic version ROM. You see the jetpack on the back does not come off, but we don't need it to. I'm going to get into articulation. You get 360 on the head. Head can look up that far, look down that far, and I think the neck is on a separate joint. Let's see here. You get 360 on the arms. No butterfly. You got that bicep cut. The double jointed pinless elbows. You have a diaphragm, what would be a diaphragm cut right here. Allow you for some movement there. And then you have the ab crunch. Allows them to crunch forward that far. Crunch back about that far. No drop down on the hips. Let's see how far Rom can get the Van Dam. Does Van Dam about that far. He has a thigh swivel that the cut is cleverly hidden by his, I guess this would be part of his boots. He has the double jointed knees. Ankle pivot goes down that far, goes up that far, and he has a rocker right there. But this figure, in my opinion, and you heard me say it before, use the phrase, is that hot fire? You know what I'm saying? You can see that now this is the comic version of Rom, but it looks close enough to the original Parker Brothers version that you know who it is. It's Rom. Good nod back to my childhood. Like I said, it came out, the original one came out in 1979, and I do believe I got it for Christmas. Christmas of 79. Oh, I forgot to do the wrist. You got the wrist, they swivel, and they're on a, this one is on an up and down hinge. This one is on an in and out hinge. But the detail on this figure, excellent. This might be one of the best Marvel Legends figures I've seen in a while. Not saying that the other ones are trash, but I'm like, this figure here is not much. The few paint apps on it are cool. You see the red for the exhaust right here, and the red to mimic the eyes, but not mimic the cool piece of trivia. Originally, the eyes were supposed to be green, but to cut costs, I guess it was getting too expensive, and so they just made every electronic light up piece on the original was red. So in the original, this would light up red. His eyes were red. I think you had these that were red too. But yeah, this is a nice figure here. Now we're gonna get Rom, the Space Knight, all geared up and conclude the video. And here we have Rom, how I'm probably going to display him just for a little while. I might mess around with him. I might mess around with him a little more to see what other poses I can get him into. But this is pretty much the pose that's going to end the video. Let's just put it that way. This will be the pose that ends the video. I may wind up putting him in a different pose, but would have been hot fire if he came with that translator though. It's still fire, but I think they missed out when not including that translator. But it's all good. We got a ROM. You know what I'm saying? We got a ROM. I had that in that 13-inch ROM. I had that for the longest, but then I just got going. Didn't break or nothing. I think the last I remember it was still working if you put a 9-volt battery in the back. But it got gone. Don't know where it's at. But I got this one, and this one is cool enough. And that concludes my review of Hasbro's Rom the Space Knight. Remember, keep a glide in your stride, a dip in your hip, and we can all wait on the mothership. Y'all be easy.